Good afternoon everyone. So today we're at a Volkswagen and it's a Polo and it's a 2012 model. So it's a little 1.2 and it's a 6R. So the complaint today was the power steering pump has been replaced. There's the top of it and you can actually see down there, you can see the green bit. That's where the power steering pump resides. So the problem being with this car, it was working on and on intermittently. So they've decided just to replace it, but as ever, whenever you touch the power steering on these things, you get the little symbol on the dashboard. So I'll show you that. I'll take you and show you the car. So you'll see the symbol come up here. Let me see, I'll start the car, maybe appear, it was there before. There you go. That symbol just right there. So you can actually turn the steering. It's got, I would say it's got some assistance, so it's not got it all. So what I think it needs on this one, there's two opinions here. One, it needs coded in, or the other one is it needs to have the, what do you call that, sensor? Can't remember for the moment, I put it in edit. You need to adapt it so it knows it's in a straight line. But I'm having a problem. I've scanned it with my launch, I've scanned it with my launch, and I can read every other module, but I can't read number 44, which is steering assistance. So what I think I'm actually going to do here is try the little hotel maybe. But I'll show you this first of all. So we'll see, do you want to exit? Yes. So we'll go back again. So they've got this special function, what I think we're going to try first. Steering angle learning, so it's that there. So if we do it through steering assistance, what I'm saying I can't talk to. So start the vehicle, drive a short distance straight line on a level surface at a speed not higher than 20 km an hour. While driving, turn the vehicle one turn to the right and one turn to the left. When having the steering wheel straight ahead again, stop the vehicle with the wheels pointed straight. Ensure that the steering wheel is not moved again. Keep the engine running, do not switch ignition. System voltage at least 12 volts. So hopefully once we do this procedure, that light goes out. But I'm a bit worried I can't actually talk to number 44. That's the steering module. So we're going to try this first of all and see how I got on with that. But as I say to you, I feel you can feel there is some assistance. So hopefully it doesn't need coded. In fact, there was a bulletin came with the car when they purchased this out of Euro Car Parts, and I put that in the edit. There's a lot of information here on the procedure that you have to carry out, but we'll try this one first to see if that solves the problem. So here's the stage we're at. I took it for a little run and I carried out the instructions that were on the launch. So drive in a straight line under 20 km an hour, then do a one turn to the right, one turn to the left, then you have to stop with the engine running and your wheels in a straight line. Done that, still have the light on, but what I did notice was it's a bit easier going to the left than it is going to the right. So I don't know what's going on there, but as I said to you, I'm definitely getting some assistance, because when you put the car off, that's guy tight, so there is assistance there. But why I cannot communicate with module 44, which is steering assistance, I don't know. It's a strange one. But I'll show you this again. So there we go. So we'll drive forward under 20 km an hour. Is that about 10 miles an hour? Wait, we'll get to a straight bit of road. Whenever I've done one of these before, it's just a few turns and it usually goes out. So we'll drive a straight line. Here's a straight line. Then we'll go one turn to the right, which is easier said than done. There's a turn. Here's a car coming. Typical. The guys wonder what I'm doing there. So that's me going back. So what I usually do with cars like this is just turn them off. and usually the next time this thing will even start. No, I think we need to communicate with that first. Take it for there. As you can see, it's a wonderful day here again. Rain, rain, rain. And we've also now been hit with the coronavirus. Oh, it's going well. Cheers. Right, now we're getting somewhere. I managed to, I've pulled out the old hotel, and you can see there it says power steering sensor G250 open circuit short circuit to B+. So the question is this power steering sensor within the rack or within the pump? So let's go into this. I'll go into, there we go, let's go to trouble codes. So that's exactly the same. So it's active static, so that means it's active at the moment, so we'll get information. So the power steering sensor, blah blah blah. Possible symptoms: steering stiff, yes. Power steering in emergency mode, could be. Mild active, possible causes WAN connectors to power steering fault. Power steering faulty, possible solution: check measuring box MVB. Check WAN connectors to power steering sensor. Need to find that. Check power steering sensor. There are at least 2 different manufacturers for these steering racks, and they use a number of incompatible components. If a steering rack or related components have been replaced, ensure that the replacement components are from the same manufacturer as the original one and are truly compatible. Verify compatibility in parts catalogue. Just because a component appears to be fit does not mean it's compatible. Well, they've replaced the pump, they've never actually replaced the power steering sensors. This may be the problem. So let's escape out of that. We'll go into live data. We'll see if there's a read data by advanced. Let's go to this one. Does it say G250 sensor? So there, this makes sense. So let's see if we're pulling any amperage. So we are. When that second pid down there's pump motor voltage, so that you've seen that shoot up. Pump on, steering angular velocity. So we're getting. So I'm turning the wheel at the moment and we're getting nothing on that, so I would think that's that sensor there. Let me see. Here we go. Steering aid sensor G250, yes. So seems to be reading it. Well, there's something there anyway. Aid sensor reference voltage not applicable. So you'd imagine that's linked to that one there. As I say, I'm not really sure, but I could check. My son's got exactly the same car, so I could check on his. Let me see if it does any procedures here. So escape. So let's see. Active tests. Start. Refused by the control module. Okay. Let's go into adaptation. And put the channel number. So this is maybe where this bit of paper comes in handy to put it in. So it says if to go to this and then put 39, input channel number 39. We'll try that. 39. 39. Enter. Okay. Oh, not supported, so can't be that. Escape. Escape. So maybe it's into basic setting. Let's try. Let's try 39 here. looks a bit promising. Not supported. Maybe we can go next. Back to trouble codes again. Well, let's see if we can clear this code. Oh, it's slow. These cars are so slow. So it's a G250. So clear DTC. So we'll need to put the engine off. We'll just say yes. It comes back right away. Ignition on, yes, yes. So we need to go and find where this sensor is. I think we're just mucking about here. Right everyone, we're back. So after a long process, after speaking to, most of you know Dave Sterrell, he gave me direction this one. So what we need in order to clear that code, we think, is we need to configure this pump with the coding of the old pump. Now the trouble with that is we cannot get the old pump to power up, so we cannot read the configuration for the new pump. So Dave said go into the pump here and try and get it. He thinks it goes. He thinks Dave says that the connections go in within there, so if we can try and get this power back up, we can maybe get it to talk again, because I don't know any other option that we can get the configuration if we can't talk to the old pump. I know Ford does an as-build configuration, but I'm not sure about Volkswagen. But if you know, you can help us. Cheers.